Hello, my name is Muhammad Alam and I am a senior lawyer, a senior barrister and owner of Alam Law. As many of you know, we are lawyers who deals with injury and accident and insurance claim or insurance dispute. Today we are going to talk about what are your responsibility if your child cause an injury or assault to another child, either at a playground or maybe outside of the playground in the school, in their day-to-day civil social life. There's a fight and your child assaulted somebody. What is your civil liability in terms of the injuries suffered by other child or other person? That's number one. Number two, who will be paying if the injured person or injured child sue you, whether or not there is any kind of insurance coverage will be available, whether or not your home insurance will cover your child negligence or your child action in which he assaulted somebody. So in this topic, the first topic is the simple answer to that if a child who is under the age of 18, that child is minor, and any action or inaction or whatever that child will do in the community or school or anywhere, and that harms anyone, that person who is injured, their lawyer will sue you as a parent or guardian of a child, because they will look at civil liability towards you. Similarly, there are times where a child is living with you, and this child is not your own child, one of your relative child living with you. His parents is not in this country, but if they are living here and you become a guardian, you bear that responsibility. Any wrong action taken by that child, you will be responsible. So let's take into a perspective. As I mentioned, if that child hurts someone, the injured person lawyer will obviously sue the minor, which is, for example, if it's 16 years old, still minor, and also sue you as a parent or guardian, and you have to defend that case, spending money from your pocket. And if that injured child gets a judgment, then you will be responsible to pay. Now, there are times when you think about it, like your insurance company may have coverage, but I can tell you this: insurance only cover negligence, not intentional act. So let's say, for example, somebody come to your home, even the 16-year-old child is doing something as an ordinary, let's say he wants to, the visitor wants to use the ladder and your child was holding, and all of a sudden, like, he turned and he left for a second, holding the ladder, and the person fell. That's your child negligence. These negligence are covered by insurance company or protected by your insurance policy of your home. But assault is not covered by insurance company, because that's called intentional act. And intentional act or intentional tort, we say in legal language, is not covered by your insurance company. So you will be personally responsible for the injuries. If your child, for example, at a playground pushed someone and that child fell and has suffered broken bone, or could be some significant injuries. So we all have to make sure that if we feel a pattern or a trend of our child hitting other children at their school or in their social life, or you feel that they may, they are aggressive, one of your child, and you have to be careful that you have the care and control of that child, and anything that they do wrong. In terms of criminal law, yes, that your child can be charged criminally, not you will not be charged. He will face those charges for assault, but for civil, you will be liable for the damages for which the injured person or his or her lawyer will start a claim. So we have to be careful, and also in our day-to-day routine dealings, since we're talking about responsibility, moving from your child responsibility, your own responsibility. For example, you assaulted somebody, your insurance company is not going to cover you. You will be responsible by yourself to pay a fees to the lawyer to defend that action, and also any judgment. But let's take an example. If there was only a negligence, so for example, you are unable to maintain your property, somebody fell, suffered injuries, somebody coming to your home, a handyman, something happened to him, your insurance will cover, because that's called negligence claim. But again, there is an advice to all of our viewers that you make sure that your insurance policy for home is renewed every year, because I've seen people miss payments, and 2 times when you miss payment, your insurance company will terminate your policy and you will be without insurance. And I've seen when a claim comes and then you realize, oh, my policy was not renewed this year. So this is very, very important that you be careful always for your auto insurance, your home insurance. They are always up to date. If you have any question related to this issue that we have discussed today, or any other legal matter, you can feel free to give us a call at the number on the screen. You can speak to me or one of our lawyers. We'll be happy to guide you, any situation that you have or you would like to speak to us. With that, I will just conclude. Thank you for watching.